Welcome back to Affirmations That Matter. We are on the 14th day of this amazing series, and I'm excited that you have been with us. I have been tremendously blessed for the last 14 days going through this series with you. I enjoy sharing. I enjoy the assessments, the reflections. I enjoy the energy. I am enjoying the vibrations. I am enjoying the aligning of my thoughts with the energies that I get from you, with the responses that I get, with the direct messages, the calls that those of you who have my personal numbers give. I am impressed that I have been able to be strong enough to share much of my reflections, much of my understanding of some of the struggles, of many of the struggles that we go through as individuals, and that we feel we don't have the community, the support system to speak about, to bring about the changes that we would like to make. And so Breaking Through Barriers 360 is really a community where you can share your thoughts, you can receive great support, meaningful support, no fluff support. For the authenticity of the presenter is one that is going to help each of us speak to the needs that we know we have and the changes that we need to make. Again, the affirmations are to transport us from the places where we have failed to the places where we will not just succeed, but where we will thrive. On day 14, the affirmation is, I make peace with my past and I am open to new joy. One of the most difficult experiences we can have is to commit ourselves to making changes in our lives, particularly in areas where we have felt much comfort. It's difficult moving from one relationship to the next. It's challenging relocating. It's challenging cutting out some friends or persons whom you're associated with. It's difficult saying or having some tough conversations with individuals, conversations that you should have had some time ago. It's difficult making changes that you know can reverberate, can bring about some feelings, can resurrect some emotions that you would not want to revisit. Changes can be quite disruptive in the first instance, even when we know that those changes can result in meaningful progress. It's difficult making the changes, not because we don't know we have to make the changes, but because we are uncomfortable with the process of making those changes. And so we would prefer to remain in the position where the comfort is experienced, only to beat up on ourselves, only to regret in some cases, only to express guilt and shame in a lot of cases, only to please individuals and not to satisfy the potential or the meaningfulness of our lives. I have come to the conclusion that individuals will prefer you not making changes that will disrupt their comfort with you so that they can continue to enjoy those comforts. Let me say this differently so that you can really understand me. I have come to the conclusion that some individuals would prefer that you not make the necessary changes in your life, changes that you know you need to make, changes that will benefit you, add meaningfulness to your life. Some persons would prefer that you don't make those changes because if you do make those changes, they would get destabilize, it will destabilize them. Those changes will disrupt their comfort level with you, or the comfort that they are experiencing with you because of where you are at this point. It's challenging making changes when you know it is going to disrupt some comfort levels. So instead of making the changes, we settle for where we are. Or we ignore the call to make those changes. Or we ignore the vibrations moving us in another direction, a more positive direction. We do so because we fear the future. Now you need to hang with me, because I will be making a presentation on the enormity of fear. The fear of fear. But I'm making this point now that the discomfort we don't want to experience is the necessary discomfort that we need, the necessary motivation that we need to move us to the next level of our lives. So here is my recommendation. Make peace with your past. Make peace with your past. How is that done? Acknowledge the past. Stop worrying about individuals who know your past. Don't concern yourself with individuals who know your past and can use your past against you simply because they would want to disrupt the changes that you're making to move in another direction. Those individuals are not genuine friends. They are not meaningful individuals that you should keep in your life. In any case, you should really abandon them. You should really let them go. You should really cut them off. You should really block them from receiving from you that which they have been receiving to keep them in your life. In other words, make the necessary changes so that you can progress, you can meaningfully progress, and not harbor in your life individuals that are so comfortable with where they are with you that they would not want you to move in a more positive direction. Those individuals I have indicated to you are not genuine friends. Make peace with your past. Number 2, embrace your past as your own. Now, I've said this before in so many different ways, but as I speak on this affirmation today, it really becomes meaningful. Embrace your past. It can be quite uncomfortable to many to even think of the past. It's quite uncomfortable for many to consider embracing the past. Well, as much as we may want to disassociate with some things in our past, that's our past. And so, making peace with our past includes embracing it. Embracing it, not to embellish it, but embracing it so that we can use the information from our past, the lessons from our past, better said, so that we can move ahead in the future. Make peace with your past. How? Embrace your past. Acknowledge the past. Don't dismiss it. Acknowledge it. Find joy in you now having the strength to embrace your past. Find joy in you now having the capacity, having developed great strength to embrace your past. The time your past existed was a time when the strength that you now have, you did not have. You were in a different position than you were in. You were at a different level of your life then. Where you are now is so different from where you were before. And so your past is your past. Your present position is the platform that you need to move progressively into your future. Make peace with your past. How? Embrace it. Acknowledge it. Don't dismiss it. It's yours. Be joyful that you now have the capacity that can motivate you. And in many cases, that capacity you needed a long time ago. But now that you have it, you have acknowledged it, you have embraced it, it's going to move you into the future. Expose yourself to avenues, to pathways, to thoughts, to communities, to contexts, to people, to friendships, to relationships, to concepts, to adventures, to experiences that will open the way to future joys. Those joys you will not experience if you do not acknowledge your past. You see, the past is already the past. There is no way the past is alive unless you carry the essence of it into the future. So who or what is the determinant of the joy you can experience in the future? I am for myself. You are for yourself. You hold that key to how your past can impact your future. What is the affirmation for today? I make peace with my past, and I'm open to new joy. Joy is an experience. It's not an identification. It's not a designation. It's not a label. It is not a pill. It is an experience. It is an experience because you are now able to embrace who you are. You are now able to hug yourself. You are now able to shake hands with yourself. You are now able to look at yourself boldly. You are now able to be frank and open with yourself. You are now able to rely upon yourself. You are now able to selfishly, importantly, love you. Not by dismissing others, but by embracing your evolving, your progress. By embracing the successes that you have experienced in the changes that you have made in your life. So you embrace your past and you begin to walk in new directions that will transform your hurts into pathways of joy. You acknowledge the hurt, you acknowledge the past, but your definition of your present life, your understanding of your present life is one that has been transformed, that has transformed the past into avenues of joy. And so now you rejoice. Now you are excited about life. Now you are ready to live. L-I-V-E, live life. Not because you did not have life before, but you have redefined yourself. You are now expressing your purpose. You are now happy that you have cut links with your past. The question is everything in my past negative? And the answer is no. Everything in your past is not negative. However, only that which you need in your future should be taken to your future, should be extracted from the past for your future. In essence, the past is a point in time, the present is a point in time, and the future is a new time. So unless you are able to find joy in what benefited your life in the past, and that same thing, that same experience can add joy to your present life, can add meaning to your present life, and that same joy, that same experience can add joy, can add meaning to your future life. Unless you can find that, it is important that you make peace with your past. You kiss your past goodbye, and that you progress into your future, into new avenues of joy. Difficult? Maybe, can surely be in many cases. Better opportunities or better appreciation for purpose, understanding the meaning of your life, understanding the calling upon your life. Yeah. The affirmation for today is, I make peace with my past, and I am open to new joys. What is your challenge in making peace with your past? How does your past impact your present? What do you want in your present life? What is it that you would like to see in your future? How can you ensure that you meaningfully contribute to what it is you'd like to see in your future? Affirm with me today that you will take the time to make peace with your past. And as you make the necessary decisions, as uncomfortable as it may be, you will find joy in making peace with your past, developing capacity for your future in your present. I'm looking forward to seeing you on day 15 as we continue with this amazing series where we affirm ourselves, affirm each other, where we move from the locations where we have failed to the locations where we will not just succeed, but where we will thrive. See you on day 15. Have a good day.